And here is Poster on the return. Plus the 30 and spinning almost out of another tackle. He has a return of 39 yards, and Geno Smith comes out. This is since he took over as a starter since 22 at Seattle. Fourth in the league in passing yards, only behind the legs of God, Mahomes, and Josh Allen, but he's thrown the most picks. Way too many turnovers, that's not the recipe. Remember, we talk about got to find that balance, defense system. Let's protect the ball, the ball. He keeps talking about the good special teams. And right now it's on Geno. All right, the first snap's coming from the 38. And they go with the rookie Genty out of Boise State. And he dives ahead for 2 or 3. Let's go to your tape room right away. Bring it down for us. Well, they need to get Genty involved more. They need to get more diverse plays. And you see right here, he has a unique gift. His contact balance, stability, and vision hasn't really taken off yet. But once they start doing that, you're going to find other things will open up. Because he has the ability to do a little bit of everything. And you saw, I think we're going to make a concerted effort today to get him a lot of touches. 1 second and 7. They fake it to him and swing it out of the backfield. And it's a first down pickup with a little toss over to Trey Tucker. Literally what we just described was when you give him the ball, if he stays in phase, 3-4 yards, something like that, the team then has to come down, you have to respect it, and that opens up other people. And you saw linebackers stay in the middle, playing the pass, Bolton ran out of there. First down. It's a 10-yard pass play to advance it to the Chiefs side of the 50 to the short throw. Caught by Runyon and doubled up on the tackle by the likes of McDuffie. It's a really good job by Chip Kelly, offense coordinator for the Raiders, coming out right now, giving movement, handing the ball off, then come right out and get little easy throws just to get you into the game in a loud environment on the road. Just 17 points a game this season. Again, it's trying to establish what they're doing here, coming back to the pro game after being the offensive coordinator at national champion Ohio State last year. It takes time to learn your players, and you got to remember, Mahomes is out. That will be a game changer when he gets back. 2nd and 7. There's a pass to Way. Brilliantly by Watson. Jalen Watson on the coverage. Well, that's the throws to Thornton Jr. This is man-to-man. It's a good throw. Everything is correct. The problem is the coverage is better. And that's why I said it's a huge deal not having Myers or Bowers, because now you feel like you can play man and you're not threatened to get beat. That's consistent. Vegas faces a 3rd and 7. And they back off the blitz. Smith from the pocket. Flag is down in the offensive backfield as the pass is complete to Thornton. Thornton has huge upside. I know he didn't win on that slant, but this is a holding offensive.
Yes!
13-yard pass play and a first. You usually hold when you get somebody who's really good against you. It's usually Chris Jones right here. Called on the right guard, Jackson Powers Johnson, and that will deny them that 13-yard pass play and a first. You usually hold when you get somebody who's really good against you. It's usually Chris Jones right here. All the way to the 44 of the Raiders side of the 50. 3rd and 17. Will Spags bring it here? Not 3rd and 17. You will play Tampa 2 though. Backs off Bolton, and there's the pass underneath to Mayer. Bolton had the first, and then he's tackled out of the 46. It's actually a really well-designed play to try and get some of the yards back, gets you in a possible field goal situation. You got another 4 or 5, go for it. Don't quite get it, you punt it, but it's safe. A.J. Cole comes in the punt, and boy, is he pretty good. 2 First team All-Pro, Tony.
That's, you watch him punt through there, you're like, ooh,
Yeah, it's a show.
I like him.
It's an absolute show. Remigio is back at the 5 for Kansas City. Here's Cole. It's about the ball down to about the 7. It might have gone out of bounds inside the 10.
Here comes Patrick Mahomes.
Looks like about a 40-yard run down well placed. Hit a spotted cat.
It's sponsored by Allstate. You're in good hands.
Look into the Chiefs huddle, and you see Rashee Rice going to start in his return after the NFL 6-game suspension for the high-speed car crash that he caused in March of 24 down in Dallas. Plus, last year he was out because of an ACL injury. And here's the first play for the Chiefs. And not going to go very far from Pacheco because right on his back is Thomas Booker. Patrick Mahomes, when you look at what he's done in this division, in the AFC West, 35-6, and that includes 12-2 against Las Vegas, with 33 touchdowns and only 5 interceptions.
And he's got some full plethora of weapons.
In the middle of the field is Kelsey, a yard short of the first. Get 3rd and 1. Let's talk about matchups here with Mahomes and Max Crosby, who has sacked Patrick 6 times, more than any other player in Mahomes' NFL career. And there you see those sterling numbers for Mahomes when he goes against Las Vegas.
No one beats Patrick Mahomes in this division very often, but when they do, it's usually because of a great performance by Max Crosby. We were here 2 seasons ago on that Christmas Day when really the Raiders kind of beat up and made Mahomes kind of, for the first time I've ever seen, gets a little skittish in the pocket, and it's because of Crosby. He needs to do that again today.
On 3rd and 1,
Got the first down. Yes.
He's become their short yardage specialist, and he's now 10 for 11 on the year on 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1.
Watch Kelsey's block. Comes right down, wham block. Think you're going right to the quarterback. Great job by Kelsey. Great play design. Creative right there by Andy Reid.
So this looked for the Chiefs to have Worthy and Kelsey and Rice and Hollywood Brown all on the field at the same time. There's a pass that is juggled but then caught by Rice with a flag down, and the Raiders say it's against Kansas City, so that can't hold up.
Holding. Offense number 9. Good run penalty. Replay first down.
It's interesting. They were
Juju
trying to get Rice a quick
Smith-Schuster.
handle. We got an NFL today. I think that means Adam Shine is on the call.
Taylor Hines dropped it in the buckets to A.J. Brown. 37 yards on 4th and 4. That's the first touchdown of the Brown. That's week 3. 7 of the Eagles. No, I think that kid.
Yeah, thank you, Adam. That could be a wild one up in Minneapolis between the Eagles and the Vikings. So Rice juggled it all for naught. He eventually held on, but the play comes back for the offensive holding call. On 1st and 20, Mahomes steps up on the wheel.
Got the first down. Yes.
Themselves out of a hole, having started this drive back to their own 8-yard line. That went for 44 yards.
Guess who's going to reap the benefits of all these guys coming back? Travis Kelce, you won't have as many people around you anymore. First time we've ever seen Worthy, Rice, Brown, Kelce on the field at the same time. And you see, going to be able to run all the way across the field. And with all these people, you can't just play man over and over again.
Here's a quick toss to Smith. Rashard Smith, who can catch the rookie from SMU. It's about 6 out of it. That's a great point, Tony, about what this could mean with Rice's return. Worthy, healthy as well. Hollywood Brown on the field. They got Juju out there at the moment. It could be just a field day for Kelsey, who already has 2 catches.
Well, the problem now is it's going to be very difficult to think you can handle in man-to-man coverage consistently. Teams are doing that a little more, not anymore. Too much speed, too much talent out there. And now that's going to help Kelsey find those open areas and use the skill set that he's always had.
That 44-yard play was the longest of the season for Travis. Here's a 2nd and 5.
First down. Yes. Oh, he's going for it.
For Kansas City, all the way down inside the 10-yard line. That's a 28-yard pass play.
You'll see Gray. He's going to pretend right here that he's going to block. And as soon as he does, he's going to go, no, here I go. Right up the sideline. It's like a pretend screen, and you see this is the play design creativeness of Andy Reid. And guess why? All these other guys, you got to prepare for it now, Jim.
First and goal with the 2nd. Rice in motion. Mahomes are already 84 yards passing on this first drive. There's a handoff and backed up near the 5-yard line as Pacheco. Tracy, down to you.
Jim, starting defensive tackle Adam Butler has not been on the field. He suffered a lower back injury during pregame. He's been in the blue tent. He's questionable to return.
And they were high on him, Tracy. They've been talking about how he's been playing well of late. Now you got a 2nd and goal.
You just see how in rhythm this Chiefs offense is right now. And they've been like this recently, Jim. It's very scary if they can continue to play like this.
Stacking the receivers to the left-hand side. To Rice in traffic. Brought down at about the 3.
Trying to get him the ball again, like you said. I think you thought there was a chance.
Yeah, I thought there might be. Let's get Rice in the end zone in a hurry as it returns.
Look at this throw. No laces. Just heave it over there as fast as you can. And it's an outstanding job by Devin White right there. That's Pete Carroll football. You're getting blocked, you go through the man.
Yeah, he had 4 or 5 of his Raider defenders over there, too, fighting, pushing back. Now you got a 3rd goal.
One of these will be a spy in the middle here. One of these 2 will spy on Mahomes so he doesn't get the ability to move out and create a play.
He has been running with great effectiveness this year. But he's looking to throw here. A 3rd and goal back to the end zone. And that's through the back. But he got a flag. A flag is down in the end zone, and it's going against Las Vegas.
Good. Yes.
Great job by Smith-Schuster to create the hole by Kelly. 36 there. Juju Smith-Schuster.
Pass holding defense number 36. He plays half the distance to the goal line.
Caillou Blue. Kelly got defensive
Things that
safety.
Juju Smith-Schuster does that go unnoticed. He's up top, and right here, this is just nut, right? 36, Kelly has to let go. But Juju does so much of the dirty work, but he knows the timing. He knows, like, literally how to get calls. It's like a great example.
Here's 1st and goal. Hunt is the running back. They bring it back around. Jets, they toss it to him. It's Rice.
Touchdown. Yes.
They shake it up.
I think this will stand. I thought,
Oh, this is not good right here. The little shovel pass goes as not a handoff. That was a pass.
It's one thing I did it one time. My career was like, so I could have gotten 50 of those like Mahomes. I just need to run them.
Personal foul. Grabbing the face mask. Defense.
Yes.
Spiraling this one too much, Tony.
Yeah, I think I could have gone in there and done that, and then he didn't have to pay for that football, I think, on Monday. But other than that, there's the face mask right there.
Boy, he fought right through it, too.
And you can see all the emotions of getting back out here. And there's Kareem Hunt, getting rolled up right there.
I think Trey Smith was also banged up on that play. So Hunt, he has been... He's a big part of what they're doing with these short yardage conversions, including on this drive already. Back on a 3rd and 1 early in the drive. They just went 92 yards, by the way, in 9 plays.
They looked really efficient, right? Just systematic.
2 passes to Kelsey, 1 for 44. Another long one to the tight end, Noah Gray, for 28.
Yeah, exotic, simple, but also explosive.
Yeah, great combo. Butker for the extra point. Ariza on the hold, and it's 7-0. Chiefs go the distance. Mahomes goes for 88 yards. And a touchdown. Count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus, and they can count on Patrick Mahomes to put together some extraordinary drives. His first drive with Rice in 385 days since he was injured last year in Week 4 against the Chargers. Mahomes goes 6 for 6 with a touchdown.
Yes, you already one of the top 2 or 3 drives of the season right there. Everything was just so efficient and clicking and in rhythm.
Of course, the oddity when he got hurt, it was Mahomes rolling up into Rice and injured him.
Yeah, I don't think they would have started off the same way. If that wouldn't have happened, if literally Worthy doesn't run into Kelsey, right? You know what I mean? All these things affected the beginning of the year, but I think you're seeing Chiefs play at the standard of what they're used to.
So Rice, who his last 9 games he played, going back to the last 6 of his rookie year, the first 3 last year, led the league in yards after the catch. It's just another thing that makes him so dynamic. All right, the Raiders, how will they respond?
Oh, from forward.
Smith falls on it. That could have been another disaster.
You said, how are they going to respond? Not well.
Not well.
And you see the simple center quarterback exchange. And sometimes you got to, as a quarterback, you're trying to either fake the jet sweep or give it to him, whichever one it was, but you kind of want to get there to it to make the fake look good, and you just get off a little bit too fast.
And again, as we mentioned in the open, without Jacoby Myers out with knee and foot injuries, you're trying to go in warm-ups, and he's inactive. Bowers is out. Here's a little bootleg throw, and it's right off the hands of his target, Tucker, and close to being in the air long enough to go the other way.
Should have been caught, but that ball was a little behind.
Yeah.
Gino wants that one back.
You know, we thought Jacoby Myers, this was him working out before the game, Tony, and they had him wrapped up. He had a good day at practice on Friday. Pete told us yesterday he thought he would go, but it just didn't feel healthy enough to do it. Next week they have a bye. They hope to have both Myers and Bowers back, as you see Brock Bowers right there in 2 weeks' time after the bye.
A lot of chatter about trade around there. Guys, I'll tell you about
30-12.
Sack! Yes! Oh, hold on. There's a flag in the field. Oh, if it's not, it gets a defense.
Got another flag down. That's at the 50, by the way, the marker.
This is all the defensive ends on both sides. They come all the way around.
Contact. Defense number 22. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So take away the sack and keep the Raider offense on the field.
That's huge. Because this momentum is shifting very
Trent
quickly.
McDuffie got illegal contact penalty.
And right at that point, it's a good route. You can't do that. Stops the momentum. That's going to be called every time. Tucker's got that speed. He can scare you. But they trust. Look at these safeties down lower, Jim. That means that they don't think they can get down the field on them.
Again, a little quick touch. Hammer that bounces off of it to fight back to the line of scrimmage. That was Watson who walloped him.
It's going to be tough sliding if you're going to throw short passes, screens, run the ball, just because this defense is going to get down around the room. They're going to be down around line of scrimmage because you don't have that balance to automatically win these one-on-one contests in a physical game.
2nd and 10. Joined by 3 others in the backfield. Take the handoff and again go short with it. And pick up only a couple of yards with Mostert.
You're really going to need one of these young guys. We know Tucker, he's coming on. I really like his extension. The burn down the field, getting really good at his craft. Without having Jacoby Myers out there, without having Bowers, those are your 2 guys that they look to the most. That's Thornton, and then their rookie bets. The second and fourth pick, one of them has to have a day.
And don't forget about Michael Mayer, also the tight end. Third and 8. Pass caught and pushed out. 3 yards short of the first. That was Besh with the reception. And looking out of TCU.
And those are the routes that Jacoby Myers runs. These are like choice option routes right there. So he comes in, he does it. Does Myers get you that first down or not? Who knows? But great opportunity for Besh.
As Myers talks it over with Thornton, trying to coach him up, the rookie from Tennessee, getting a little wisdom from Jacoby in his 7th year, and again sitting out today. Cole, second punt. This one a bit of a line drive. Romeo at the 5 to the 15 and out of bounds after a 49-yard boot.
CBS is sponsored by Applebee's, the official grill and bar sponsor of the NFL. And by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Skyline of downtown Kansas City, Missouri, as the Chiefs now again start inside their own 20.
First time using 11 personnel, which was 3 receivers and 1 tight end.
Toss over Warren, they try to get him a target. Incomplete.
Well, on that first drive, Jim, they used a lot of big first on 12, 21. I mean, bigger people because they want to throw it on Crosby. And it did help in the pass rush because it gave Mahomes time to extend the play. And Kelsey does what he does best. Figure out where to go and give it a big no grace. Same thing. That was a great play sign there. Creative, designed, getting Rice off to a great start. They were so in rhythm on that first drive, guys.
Wow. Scary. Second and 10. There's Worthing. We're about 7 or 8 and pushed back by Chin. All right, Tracy, what's the word?
Well, actually, Travis Kelce came over to me and told me I should let everyone know that Kareem Hunt is okay. They taped his left ankle. He looks good to go back in. As for right guard Trey Smith, he aggravated his lower back. They stretched him out during that whole defensive series, and you see he's out there playing through it now.
All right, nice to see Travis is working in kind of as your sideline producer today.
I said, how nice of him. What a good guy. Someone's going to get lucky with him.
Burton, too.
That's his quad for first down. Yes.
Steps and gets the first down at about the 31-yard line.
Whoever ends up with Travis, they're going to be lucky.
All right, Adam Shine, it's all yours.
Well, Jim and Tony, Travis Kelce wanted me to show you this. Kevin Ward. How about this throw? Now, this is more likely from the one pick of the draft. Jim really deep get 38 yards. And the very tight, like Fred Walker Revenge game.
How about that? Mike McCoy, the running coach.
I think that hurt. Like Callahan, I mean, was when Jackson Dart took off and did well. So as an organization, you look at that as a jamming owner, right, Jim? Yeah. Like, well, our young guys not showing quite that, even though we think Cam Ward's going to be really good, but I think that didn't help the cause.
1 yard for Pacheco. We, of course, know Brian so well from his years as a coordinator in Cincinnati. We have a great regard for him. He got 6 games, though. It's not much. Not much of a body of work to be able to make a determination. But he's out. McCoy's in. Titans are up early as Vrabel returns to Nashville with his Patriots. Second and 11. A second year for Callahan overall. If they go to Rice for 9 yards, and he's now the recipient of 4 passes for 21 yards and a touchdown.
Just watch. Mahomes is waiting for him. He's just going to get across White's face, and if you're going to line up inside, just watch this route. You go up and go, where's your whoop? Right inside, and that's the biggest difference maker he makes, Jim. His ability not only to run after catch, but to get open versus windows that not everybody can.
By the way, our intern sideline producer, Travis Kelce, was right. Kareem Hunt is back in He gets the handle on 3rd and 1. It's still going to be the second time
You got the first down. Yes.
One side has it way closer than the other side. Depends on which if they go with.
That's the other quarter, number 1. Oh no, he was short at the first down.
That would make a decision because he's not in right now. Caliendo is. But that's who you run behind. It's Smith and Humphrey on all of these short yardage plays, and now your advantage just went away.
Well, they're going for it on their own 40, on 4th and a foot.
Trying to draw him offside. Sorry. Mahomes says, Coach, it doesn't. There they go. Keep going.
Got the first down. Yes.
He thought for sure it was a draw.
Andy Reid, draw him offside. Be careful if he knows this. We're going to make you think we're trying to draw you offsides, and then we're going to go ahead and take our front. And then he goes, and Mahomes goes, it never works. It never stinking works. So he's trying to get set. Boom, first down.
And Kareem Hunt is the ball carrier to pick it up.
Look at, he's playing the.
It's all acting.
He's literally acting like, Coach, I told you this isn't going to work.
Well, we see him in enough spots. He's a good actor, and he was there as he now launches one deep down the field. Oh, it's not to at the last moment. He was going deep with Tyquan Thornton, and Darnay Holmes had excellent coverage.
This was great in many levels. Great job by Holmes right there. And Shin was there for a little bit, but this was so close to being a dime and a touchdown, but he had to throw under pressure. And I'm telling you,
Laulu had
he's been playing for great this year. Yes, he's really come on, and he's playing the best football of his career. He got a couple of the Colts last year, and they picked up a good one there.
He was right behind his face when he launched it. 2nd and 10. To Smith.
It's the first down. Yes.
Just another weapon that you're seeing in the passing game. That's really a good job, Smith here. And they're heavy on the screens. And you know why? Because they got a guy named Crosby on the other side. You don't want to hold the ball too long. So the more you screen, makes his effectiveness less. I like this young guy, too. Smith.
He is an emerging talent for them, no question. He was wide receiver at Miami. Then he transferred to SMU and played running back his last year, 7th round pick.
Got the first down. Yes.
To the Raiders 41. All right, Tracy, we got an update.
Well, Jim, you were talking about Richard Smith and how he was a wide receiver, and at SMU, Red Lashley suggested the move after he was watching the Chiefs and saw Isaiah Pacheco. Lashley thought that the two were very similar in their size and that he might be a better player running back. Lashley brought it up to Smith, and he was in, and now he's playing alongside him.
How about that? Here's the handoff to Pacheco. We talked about him to the 38 for 4 yards.
And I give Brett Veach a ton of credit. I mean, he doesn't, everyone knows what Andy Reid, but he's done an outstanding job just how to build this roster and getting guys like Smith in the 7th round. You know, they all have a skill set that this team can use.
2nd and 6.
So many guys like that on this roster.
And Brett's gone twice to SMU in recent years. First with Rasheed Rice, taking him in the 2nd round a couple years back, and Rashard Smith this last year, again, round 7. They've got Rice, Brown, and Worthy all on the field right now. It's dangerous. That's Paul Mao. He's over there with Noah Gray. We do have a marker down on the far side. Line of scrimmage.
Offside. Defense number 98. Line of the neutral zone.
Yes. Max Crosby jumped too early.
Watch at the top of your screen right here. It's close.
Line up against the guy who often leaves a little early. Jawan Taylor.
You know what's funny is the more you watch Jawan Taylor, he's got so much grief because if he just stops jumping offside, his grades are really good. He's like 91% or something. Look at it. He's playing good football.
Got the first down. Yes.
As the Chiefs are putting together another drive on their 2nd possession.
It's another Wham type play. I think this is exactly the style he played defend the play and get it to Kelsey, block it up.
Okay, Thornton is in that wide receiver group on the far side. 5 wideouts total. Bounce to 10.
Him on that, watch right here. Rice.
First down, yes.
Which is shocking. Not really, because he does such a great job of feeling pressure. I think he was like, where's Max? He's over there. I'm going to go this way. He could have thrown the ball to Rice. As soon as Max Crosby goes inside, Mahomes goes, I'm going to go where you left.
And they mark it where he started the slide, so he's actually short of a first down.
And there's that competitive, they both want to win so badly, right? But they have respect for each other. It's a great thing.
2nd and 1.
First down, yes.
The start of the season, and again, Worthy got hurt on the 3rd play of the year down in Brazil. Friendly fire running into Travis Kelce, or Kelce into him. Yeah, but once he came back, look at the numbers, including 8 touchies, or tutties as you call it, and 1 interception.
Let's do that. That was fantastic. Tutties,
Whatever it is.
Well,
A lot.
and the biggest thing, like you said, it was when Worthy came back. But now with Rice, everyone gets to do, when Worthy came back, everyone got to do what they are good at doing. You don't have to put guys in position to do stuff they're not good at.
1st and 10.
Got the first down, yes.
But it's good for 15.
This is a bullet on a curl route. Your concentration at the end, right there. Curl, send it in. Could have possibly scored if you catch that in rhythm.
They're bringing in on this play Gardner Minshew at quarterback.
Well, Mahomes is at running back.
There's Mahomes who lined up deep. Look at this little trickery. And then it's
False
whistled.
studs.
How about that play? I wonder where Andy got that one.
Well, I think you watched Jared Goff get a pass thrown to him, so everyone in the league's like, okay.
Full start. Offense number 66. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Caliendo had
My
this to
Caliendo.
Well, this would have scored 100%. You got to remember Smith's out, and that affects you. The right side of the line right there goes early.
Look at all this.
But look at this was going to be an easy touchdown, and all the misdirection. That's pretty cool.
Who was the Raiders quarterback last year?
Would have been an easy touchy.
Was it touchy? Tutty?
I think you said touchy. There's 8 touchies.
1st and goal from the 9, and that's into the first row. Maybe the 2nd. And it's gone.
There he is. Young Jim Nance. Just catching football. Oh, see what they do there?
Yeah.
See how they switch that? Here's Kelsey. Had underneath defenders, couldn't get that one in there. It's a throwaway. But the reason you give the ball back, because there's chips in those footballs. Do you know that? The NFL wants to keep their data to themselves and give you a ball that doesn't have chips in it.
Have they gone under the upper deck to get the football back that Rashid punted almost out of the stadium?
They were not happy with that. I just got worried.
2nd and goal.
Keep that one.
Mahomes. Down the middle.
Touchdown, yes.
Weapons, you're going to go cover 0. You're going to get 1-on-1 right here because everyone else is pressuring. And then when you have all the weapons out there, Jim, you can find your best matchup. But I don't love cover 0 blitzing everybody because they have too many weapons now. Before, I was okay with it. Not anymore.
Everybody's got to eat. Now Hollywood Brown has a touchdown. Rashid Rice got the first one. Butker has the extra point. And Mahomes has 2. It's the longest drive of the season as far as plays, 17 again. And here's the kick to Mostert. Cooper trying to open the game, and another one here. About the 37. Chiefs Pro Bowl guard Trey Smith, we've been talking about him recently. He visited the Joe Delaney Learn to Swim program. Program named in honor of the Chiefs Hall of Fame running back who lost his life while attempting to rescue 3 boys from drowning in a Louisiana park. The swim lessons are meant to support health equity through water safety and aquatics access. Credit Trey Smith to participate in that. What a hero that Joe Delaney was.
Time to get Genty going. Need to get him the ball.
He has only 1 carry. This is the second toe. And he's right into the arms of Derek Nottie.
Nottie says no way. And I think you're finding right here, this is one of the issues right now with the Raiders this year. They just have not been able to get this run game really going, right? They have a lot of these stretch runs that cut back. It takes a little time to get it. But it's just, everything's just okay, right? And then you have in the turnovers, and then you can't win as many games. Geno Smith's going to have to have a special performance from this point on. For them to win.
And then 36 yards of offense, and we're approaching halfway through the second quarter. Genty. The flag out, stretch out across the sticks, but it might be coming back, pointing the direction of the Raiders.
Yeah, this is going to be on the center of Meredith because he has to block Chris Jones.
Offsides. Offense.
Yes!
Wow, you can't do that. You have a good play, and he's playing because Myers isn't in there.
And Genty, you see what he's done the last 3 weeks. It is definitely showing improvement. Last year, their top rusher for the Raiders of the whole season was Alexander Madison with 420 yards. Genty has already surpassed that through 6 weeks. Because this team also operating now without their left tackle, Colton Miller, on injured reserve with an ankle. Here's Genty. Another little scene there. He's tackled at the 42. Michael Mayer, one of those, won't spring him.
It's just a really good play design. You're going to see Mayer right over here. He's going to come all the way back across the line, kick out, and then Genty does the rest. And these are the ones I'm like that can pop. Genty right here needs to go up and set up that player. It's like so close. They quite haven't gotten there, but they're running the ball better, figuring out their team.
Lester comes into the backfield on 3rd and 5.
Sack! Yes!
Just outstanding job by this defense. Look at this. Outside leverage, inside right here. Outside leverage. Everyone has their leverage. By the time someone actually gets open, it's too late, and Geno's almost past the line. And you see right there, this is just a really well-coached Kansas City defense. Steve Spagnuolo, one of the all-time greats. I think they should make a Hall of Fame for coordinators. I really do. He'd be in that.
No question.
Right at the top of the list.
He's got 4 Super Bowl rings to Spags. Here is Cole, not catching this one. Ball's touched. Migio able to scoop it up and falls at the 5. But you know, they've already pinned him at the
He's unstoppable.
USA wheelchair football league. Also, the 2-day tournament here in Kansas City this weekend. Since 2020, more than 1,000 veterans, athletes with disabilities, coaches, and officials have participated in programs growing their skills and love for football. Kansas City. From the 6 is where they mark it.
Longest drive of the season, like you said, they've had to come out deep through territory.
Pacheco. Yeah, they've gone 92 and 84 yards. Look at Pacheco. Still going. Oh, what a run by Pacheco.
Got the first down. Yes!
First down and a gain of 11. All effort yards.
Oh, he's really starting to get into rhythm right now. I feel like he's starting to come on. And this is another great example of him just churning those legs and getting a little tush pushes there at the end of it. And you can see, but I'm telling you, he really does start to show up on tape, Jim, where he's running some of his best runs that we've seen in a long time.
Yeah,
it's concerning if you're a defense, right? When you watch this tape, you're like, now we got to do.
Yeah, come on. It's the kind of way we saw him run when he came in first on the scene as a rookie. Take it to him here. And now Mahomes fakes everybody like he's going to pass it. And goes out of bounds near the chains. We're getting 10 with that. Chased out by Devin White.
Get him close to 20 and say, the coverage is good because they're dropping a lot of people into coverage that getting them deep, but it was pretty good defense. The difference though is Mahomes just okay, now you covered everyone. All right, Patrick, I was leading the team in rushing to start the year. Let's keep it going.
He's got 2 carries for 19 yards.
105 yards already.
Amazing. And Kansas City has 60 on the ground in this one so far, versus only 14 for the Raiders. Quickly tossed over to Smith.
It's a first down. Yes.
We've been doing this all day. The screen game. Look at Andy Reid. He varies these things. Screen. And then guess what? As soon as you see that last screen, then they take the screen. The sideline there. So guess what you should expect here in the next 2 or 3 plays? Another fake screen. Something that is the last play. It's a Smith there. They marry these concepts, make them look the same, and then they attack you. Andy Reid is pretty good if you don't know, Jim.
Here's the handoff. Nice to hear that. Learn something new. Update time. Adam Shine, what do you have for us?
How about this? Drake May with an alley-oop to the Hooper. Austin Hooper. 10-10 right now in Tennessee. Drake May, 8 of 9 passing so far, my view.
All right, thank you, Adam. How about that? Drake May continues to catch a lot of attention, worthy attention. Here's something else. Second-year quarterback. Here is Mahomes. Pressure from behind. Calls for about 3 or 4.
This is really why Mahomes is just unique and special in some ways. This 3-man rush, he doesn't rush. He could have thrown a pick right there, didn't do it. His evolution gets him to 3rd and manageable. Pretty good quarterback there, too. Just to give you that up.
Got two big alerts for me now. There's Patrick Graham, 3rd defensive coordinator job after Miami and the Giants in his 4th year in this position with the Raiders.
He's in a tough position. 3-man rush right here. One's a spy standing up.
3rd and 4 it is.
Spy didn't do his job.
It's a first down. Yes.
That's the 16th time he's scrambled for a first down this year. That's the most in the league.
You'll see, Coons, he right here has the ability to possibly go up there, comes around the edge. But I think it'd be more important to kind of stay right there over the center. And if he didn't have him as a spy and he's supposed to rotate around, okay. But I'm certain 2 to 5, you got to have a spy on Mahomes.
Approaching the 2-minute warning. Take it to Pacheco, fire it down the field in the direction of Brown. Get the Verizon halftime report coming up with all the crew back in the studio in New York. All the updates from around the league in the 1 o'clock window. How about Matthew Stafford this morning, our time, watching the game from London? Throws 5 touchdown passes in the Rams dismantling of the Jacksonville Jaguars. He didn't even fight for 200 yards. He had 5 touchdowns.
Some good short yardage calls, I guess. That's impressive.
2nd and 10. There's Rice.
That was a no.
Got the first down. Yes.
Shea Field and Arrowhead Stadium. You're going to see that no look under of a pass from Mahomes.
Do it in the past, but this one was a hair different than others.
He's got a 1st and 10, and he is sacked by Adams. Jamal Adams gets to him.
Yeah, he's playing good, and they needed that right there. But going back, watch this. This is a hitch route. He's going to go ahead and keep Devin White right here. Sorry, I'm throwing the ball to the left. Watch his eyes right here. He's incredible.
We first saw him do this back in 2019 in the game against the Ravens. We were here to see it.
Oh, yeah.
And yes, I see you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's literally using leverage against guys. So if you're trying to read his eyes, and you said it, and when we saw it the first time, it was like, whoa. But that's what the best quarterbacks do, but not at that level.
2nd and 14, almost intercepted. Oh, right in his hands. Laulu popped out from the middle, and it fooled Mahomes. And he really could have changed the trajectory of the game right there if that would have actually gone in. It's a good play, sir. Tracy.
Jim, you never see Max Crosby on the sideline for too long. Right now, he is on the bench. Athletic trainers looking at his left knee.
Oh, boy. No, he plays entire games, so
This is not good. Yeah, he does not like to come out.
3rd and 14.
Pass is caught for 1st down. Yes.
Was deflected. Goes from 19 on the 3rd and 14.
This could have been. Watch McCollum right there. He's got a chance. Once again, Mahomes moves his leverage to the right. Tries to get it. It's a very risky throw by Mahomes, but he gets away with it. Good job by Smith-Schuster. Keeps concentration. And a wiggle dance or whatever that is.
40 seconds going to half. 1st down carry. Maybe a yard for Smith.
A couple of chances, right, for the Raiders to come out here okay.
The State takes its first time out of half.
First it was Laulu and then McCollum.
And they had the one earlier, there was a penalty on that they could have caught on the ball to the left leg.
Was timeouts called by Andy Reid.
At Burger King, you're at
You see the tight splits. You got a two-way go with Rice. You can do anything here.
1st down. Yes.
He literally looks to Rice. Devin White pops out. And then he knows. I mean, you got wide receivers running tight end routes, tight ends running wide receiver routes. They're good.
Timeout Chiefs. We're back at 30 after this from AT&T.
AT&T, we guarantee our
Toss to Smith, and that's going to set him back 3.
And Andy Reid will take his last timeout.
Used it here. We were talking about Max Crosby when we had this timeout. He had a little collision on a block by Noah Gray. Check it out here. Is this legal, Gene's territory? Right here, this block on Max Crosby?
Yes, because where the tight end started, he crosses the original line of where the snap had occurred. So he crosses past the center. He's moving away from where the ball was snapped, and he's also making that block within the tight end box. So legal, tough play, but once he crosses where the center snaps the football, provided he stays within that tight end box, a low block there is a legal play.
Thank you, Gene. We saw Crosby walking around the back of the field. No timeouts for the Chiefs with 23 seconds to go.
And now you know you can extend the play for Mahomes.
Oh,
Out of the air and almost, again, going the other way. That's 3 times on this drive alone. The ball's been in the air with the Raiders looking like they might be able to make a play on it.
Well, this could have been intercepted. It's close. You'll see safety 11 right there. If it wasn't, it was going to be really close. Chin, who's playing really good ball. We'll give Patrick the benefit of the doubt. We'll say it would have been a touchdown. Now, without Crosby in the game, Jim, You have the ability to extend the play in your brain. You think unless they pressure.
It's third and goal. It's third and goal now.
Take your time, pump fake, wait it out.
Buy some time, throw it in the end zone, and it almost caught. That chin, it was chin.
Yes, it feels. Yes.
Prior to the pass, illegal contact, defense.
Yes.
First down, Kansas City.
Illegal contact against Jimmy Chin.
He did it well before the ball was thrown. It looked to me like it was, he said it before the pass, so I'm guessing it was right during the route. Yeah, right here. You can see.
Okay, now you got 13 seconds and no timeouts as he sends both Kelsey and Rice to the top. We got a timeout called by Las Vegas.
Those timeouts called by Lueders Sunday coach.
You ever seen Mahomes do anything in 13 seconds?
Oh, I see what you did there. I'm in the same wavelength. I caught it.
We have that game, by the way, once again this year, and it's coming up in just 2 weeks' time. We'll have KC at Buffalo. It'll be a monsterly important game again.
I'm pretty sure last year you said it's the play of the year.
That was a Josh Allen,
Yeah.
27-yard scramble for a touchdown.
It's always something incredible. It's always something special. Tell your friends about it. Jim wants you to watch. I like it. I'm on board.
That's November 2nd.
What's funny is I think these intermediate teams have kind of caught up a little bit here. They play right here, though. You got first and goal.
You have no timeouts.
I would. You have to throw it.
He looks left, throws left.
Touchdown. Yes.
This is why they're so difficult. Rice goes inside. He plays in the slot, plays the tight end type position, gets outside, runs a back shoulder fade on the red zone against Kelly. And the reason they're so good is they can all play multiple positions and do multiple things, but he is as big a difference maker as anyone.
Extra point is good. Rice with 6 catches for 36 yards and a couple of touchdowns. The road. CBS tonight after Tracker. So Mahomes with 206 yards passing, 3 touchdowns.
I think he likes having the first time they've ever had Rice, Rowan, Worthy on the field together. They've been playing for so long. I think it shows. They constructed the team.
I don't know how you cover it. Then you got a guy named Kelsey. It needs to be
like the top one
guarded
tight
a
end.
little bit.
You know what's crazy is getting Rice back, having him be the guy who can run from the inside, the outside. We're gonna go inside. We're gonna go outside. We're gonna go left. We're gonna go right. We're gonna do everything. You know what I mean? Just like this and that. Rice is actually that guy they can put in any position. But really, on the last play, the safety goes over the other side. You know what happens? He gets the ball. It's like the one-on-one matchup.
You see with Gino and company, they go out of the gun, and they hand it off to Jinty to close out the half. Jinty's 4th carry.
And we reached the end of the first half.
Let's see if we can outlast them and come on back and get rolling. But we have to start with doing well right off the bat.
Max Crosby doubtful to return with a knee injury. How do you have to adjust there?
You know, there's not much you can do.
Oh, swap.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Tyree Wilson, thank you, Tracy, the former first-round pick out of Texas Tech. And yes, Max is not on the field to start this third quarter. As Tracy reported, he was doubtful to return. They're already without power Jaguars. You're without, so you're one of the best tight ends in football. You're without your top receiver, Myers. You're without one of the premier defensive players in the game. Here's a 2nd and 10. Going out of the backfield, back to the check where they go. There's a fine defensive effort by Devin White. Along with Jamal Adams.
Without Nick Bowen, we're playing really good football right now. White resurrecting his career. We knew about him in Tampa. And Adams really finding his spot. He's playing great. Once they released Jermaine Pratt, kind of give him that position to kind of take over, and he's ran with it. And I just feel like Pete Carroll just said it correctly, Jim. They have to get off to a good start, and it has to start right now. Where this is going to, it's already kind of gotten away from them. But if you want any chance in this game, it starts right now.
Yeah, it starts right now because it's 3rd and 14. You have not made a single stop all day. Not seen a rise of punt to this point. Smith. He might have fought for it in the end. That final lunge forward. He's going down to 3rd and 14. I'm still looking down the line. That's going to be a first down. That's the 2nd.
Yes, what's down?
In this game.
Helping out all the linebackers who were screening. Great job. But the Chiefs offensive line to get out there, and then the extra effort at the end. It looks like he easily got it, but they said his knee was down there. I would challenge this if he's short, but he's not. So
To go back to him on the ground. Bouchard has 3 with that one.
that was smart by the Chiefs. Get up on the ball, run it, so you can't go take another look at it. As I was talking, they were already prepared.
What about the mindset for Kansas City when you come out in that first half and have 3 drives, 3 touchdowns? One of them was 17 plays. One of them was 94 yards. Another 92 yards. What have you heard of Andy going into the locker room? He wants to see more of that. What do you look for?
I think it's the same thing. I mean, run the football, but truly, you're just out here to improve and get better. You feel like you're going to win the game, but don't make any mistakes, right? Make it a simple play calls like this.
Over to Rice.
What's down? Yes.
This is another screen. You see they're wearing out the screens today, and it's an easy way to get Rice, who's one of the great rack runners, right to catch. But look at this. This is the shell. When you put guys way deep, run the ball or throw it short. It's like an extended version of the run game, and you get a guy who can run the ball like a running back out there and get it to him quickly.
No, short at the first down.
That means it's Kareem Hunt time.
The safeties are too deep for 3rd and 1. To the flat.
To Hunt.
First down. Yes. Oh, no fumble. Oh, still. Got it.
Kansas City first down and more frustration for Pete and the Raiders.
And Chip did a great job 11. For the Raiders to get this ball loose.
Well, that's why you're going to fumble it.
Yeah, and then right here you trap it. It's too late. Doesn't have 3-4 points contact. And this ball just doesn't go the Raiders' way again. They could have had a few turnovers already.
By the way, it hasn't gone anybody's way when the ball's been loose because the Chiefs have gone 15 straight games without a lost fumble.
Cover 0 means they're all coming.
Here's the handoff to Pacheco. He is running hard again for about 6 or 7. I said they haven't fumbled in 15 games. It's regular season games. They fumbled a couple of times during the postseason last year, but
Those don't count.
it's funny how they bifurcate these stats between regular season and inclusive. But point is, this is a team that's only had 2 giveaways this year. Both were Mahomes interceptions. One of them, which was at Jacksonville, which after you see the way the Jags played today, kind of hard to imagine that they lost that game.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
2nd and 3.
all the ball's ball. It matters.
First down. Yes.
Great job by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on that throw. And the sky hook. Take a look at this. Gotta get it over someone's hand.
It's kind of like a sky hook.
Yeah. Little jump hook. A little shackish.
Another first down.
It almost just feels like they can do it, doesn't it?
Totally does. And they are.
At least they're not getting down in there. Not going to keep two safeties back.
First down. And roll out with it. Across the play. Look out.
Hold on, there's a flag of the field.
It's worthy of an interception until Worthy comes down. But I played off words there for a year. That was risky. Every risky thing is not going the Raiders' way.
The flag is, by the way, down at the 11-yard line.
Pass, holding.
Yes!
You'll see Holmes right here. He's holding. Gets called for that. Worthy continues, extends.
Listen, you've mentioned Kareem and Worthy in the last sentences. Is there anybody else from Showtime?
Magic's showing up here shortly.
Magic. Whatever it is, it's Showtime in Kansas City right now.
We do have Hollywood Brown.
Hollywood, there you go. Handoff. Look at this. Heads down to the 6 or 7 with Smith.
Does a great job at the center and right guard, double teaming right up the middle, and Smith does the rest. But right now they're imposing their will. Take a look at that right side of the line, just displacing Booker in that middle and creating a huge hole. And one team right now is looking a lot more physical and in rhythm, obviously, than the other.
Oh, you saw it. Worthy shaking up on the sideline as Pacheco races.
We got a flag of the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pacheco. Far side of the end zone is where the flag was thrown.
Was someone running off the field? Didn't look like there was any penalty on this, but and where the flag is thrown usually shows you. Usually where the penalty is thrown from kind of gives you an indication what's possible.
Still got 3 officials trying to hash it out, and now the call by Cleat.
20 men on the field, defense.
Yes!
Football to the sideline as he was trying to do earlier. He's got his touchdown.
You see guys trying to get all lined up. They're too late. Then the movement up front, and Checo, who's been running really hard, just looks. They're just made that drive look really simple. Another simple drive right down the field.
Eliza, he may only be used today on placements as he holds here for the Butker PAT, and it's 28-0. Of course, they didn't punt last week, but one time. Which will not be returned, and Andy Reid has this amazing record for his 24 as a chief coach against the Raiders. This season, it's turned 0-2 for the first time in 11 years, and then all the headlines he was scanning through all this conservative. They bounced back 1-2 straight, but then came that loss at Jacksonville. And then they came in and they were riding the wave after the Detroit win and coming back again healthy at the wideout position as a first and 10 run. Genty for just 2. But are they healthy? Let's go down to Tracy.
Jim, you mentioned Xavier Worthy got a little banged up on that catch. He was grabbed by the arm and brought down, and it seems to be the same shoulder that he dislocated earlier this season. He walked up and down the sideline, shaking it out. He looked so dejected on the bench. He talked briefly with head athletic trainer Rick Burkholder, who talked to Andy Reid. Reid came over to check on him. We'll see if he goes back in. Might not be worth it at this point.
Yeah, it didn't look good. As again, they swallowed up the ball carrier for no gain. And yeah, Worthy this time after the 3rd play of the season didn't come back until week 4. And he's trying his best to try to keep things He's loose. We saw him slam the helmet, Tony.
Well, you see how dynamic this group is when they're all healthy. I've seen it for the first time today. It's like, wow, this is a Super Bowl team right now. We're watching on the last week, and this week's even better.
3rd and 8. And they pick up. It would be only the 3rd first down of the game. Smith.
Snack! Yes!
This is all Chris Jones. Watch this. He's just going to walk him right into Gino's lap. Get back there. All right, goodbye. Jackson Powers Johnson didn't have enough power for Jones there. Chris Jones has been dominating this game, by the way.
His 2nd sack of the season. That was impressive what he did right there to the right guard of the Raiders.
When you get a lead, then he knows he can pass rush, right?
We'll see more of it, I'm sure. Cole. That one goes out of bounds. We do have a penalty on the near sideline.
How about the defense come right out and get stopped like that and still bring it? That's Spagnuolo, this coaching staff. Score doesn't matter. I'm impressed.
There was so much of the attention focused on how the offense is motoring down the field, but Spagnuolo and company have given up 48 yards now. It's dropped down.
You know, what's funny is with these coaches, you know, Pete Carroll 74. I mean, this is they're great coaches. Bag 65, he should get another crack at being a head coach. What he's done here.
He interviewed during the offseason with the New York Jets. A job that went to Aaron Glenn.
He should get some this offseason. It's just, you can't keep doing it like this and not think that he has something.
Earn the kick. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Receiving team number 20 for hitting the player out of bounds. The penalty half the distance to the goal line. First down, Kansas City.
They flagged the rookie Noel Williams. You back him up. Here comes the penalty right there. I like this kid Noel Williams, but he cost him a little bit here. But it doesn't matter where you put the Chiefs offense on the field. They're coming back out. They haven't been stopped yet.
Got 30 to 50 yards every single player on this. You know, 6 different guys, and that's a recipe for success, Jimmy. You got a lot of guys who can beat you.
Right, yeah, look at saluting a hometown hero, a veteran. And the Chiefs' offensive level looked up that way and gave their own salute to a hometown hero.
It's a great community here.
Classic.
Very much so.
Pacheco. He gets stopped for no gain. Turns it into 4 or 5. It's time to shine a little bit with our man Adam Shine in New York.
Tyson Campbell. It's a pick 6. It's for the Browns today. 24-6 win.
There might be some news out of Miami in the coming days. They are getting hammered by the Browns. A 1-win matchup. 2 teams with a win apiece. Worthy is back in the game, by the way. Can you believe it? As Pacheco gets within a yard or 2 of the first. And he's slamming a helmet just a few moments ago, and now he's back on the field.
It's a good sign if you're a Chiefs fan.
In a 3rd and 2. They've converted.
Can the Raiders get a stop today?
It's a big question. It was 7 out of 8 on 3rd down.
We've had some blowouts this year, Jimmy, but this really takes the cake as far as a total domination.
One time they did not convert. They ended up turning around and converting on 4th and 1. As
Got the first down. Yes.
that was Pacheco, actually, not Hunt. We've been talking about Rashee Rice in this comeback game, just to remind you how good he is. His first 20 career games, that's all he had before today. He's been sitting out now over a year with the injury and suspension. Look at his numbers, how they line up with Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill around here.
Wow. His rapport with Patrick is at a very high level. On top of it, you watch him in the preseason, he improved from the last time he was on the field, and you're seeing another complete player come back, and that's dangerous.
First down. Mahomes steps up and launches. Open.
Got the first down. Yes.
40 yards.
Fortek made the first down.
Right there in the slot, he's going to go up. Mahomes extends the play. And this really could have been a touchdown if he keeps his feet. The ball's a little more out in front of him, but it's basically a play that's going to be everyone go up, different levels go across the field, and the amount of time that Patrick Mahomes has right now, he can go anywhere he wants.
He's up to 283 yards passing. Here comes Worthy from off the bench.
First down. Yes.
Another big personnel. You bring a big extra lineman in right here. You're telling you're going to run right at him. And Adams usually catches most players from behind there. Not Worthy. You're not catching him.
Moves the football to the 23.
They're doing a little bit of everything, aren't they?
A little bit. Matt Nagy, let's give him some credit too. Yeah, offensive coordinator.
The only plays that have not been that good are the RPOs, run pass options, where you can hand it off or throw these quick ones there. The screens have been great, everything else, but Matt Nagy has set up a great game plan with Andy Reid.
Former head coach. He went from here to be the head coach of the Bears for 1 year. Actually was the NFL coach of the year. Then he comes back to Kansas City. He's already seeing his name floating around as a possible head coach for a second time.
How about the staffs around here? I mean, to keep all these guys, keep going to Super Bowls, and really, he's about the only one who's really gone.
Quick pass. Complete to Kelsey. Short game to the 20. Mahomes has had 33 dropbacks in this game. He's been hit only twice.
A lot of big personnel. They're not in a lot of 11, which is 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. They put in 2 tight ends, 21 personnel. They've switched up the groupings a lot. Everyone expecting all the receivers to be out there, but that's really helped balance everything out, give you this look, and then do something else. Getting the ball out at the fastest rate of his career today, too, as well.
3rd and 7.
Kelsey's one-on-one on the left if you want him.
And incomplete. In the area of Brown. And that's going to give Butker an opportunity to try to kick one through.
And it goes the field goal.
Not too long to go man-to-man and bring some pressure. As you see Mahomes' ability just to get people off balance, still takes a wicked hit. But yeah, you're going to see that more and more the rest of this game. Man-to-man, come after him. You got no choice.
It's only 38 yards for Harris and Butker. They got to stop. But it's still points. Likely ends in 3.
Can't call that a stop, then.
I guess you got to give him a stop.
Better stop than the other non-stops.
Kick is good from 38.
Made the field goal. Yes.
Non-stop. Nationwide, the Kansas City Chiefs won 9 of the last 10 matchups against the Raiders. The long time in that stretch that Vegas won. There's been a lot of close ones, as Tony documented earlier. It was on Christmas Day here in 23. You wouldn't believe it. We were here to see it. The Chiefs ended up going on and winning it all, but they lost that day. And the Raiders did not complete a pass after the first quarter, but they won.
They beat him up that day. Today, the more physical team are the Chiefs.
Saturday at 3:30 Eastern. It's another big-time college football matchup. Minnesota takes on Iowa. College football today kicks off our coverage beginning at 2:30 right here on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. That was Cooper McDonald who brought the poster down on that kick return. under center. He has not had a completion since the first quarter. He's 6 out of 8. 31 yards. Good leg. They're going to throw the run. He's got a completion. Break the streak. That's Thompson. We do have the flag now. Hold on. The flag is at the far side 35-yard line. And we have a Chief in a lot of pain right now. That's Omar Norman Lott, the rookie from Tennessee.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense, number 70, 15-yard penalty.
Yes!
First down.
So that's on the left tackle, Stone Forsythe. So take the completion away, and we've got an injury timeout.
At unrelenting.
Somebody to come in. And Gene, can tell us what you think right here on this.
Yeah, Tony, you see when Forsythe blocks Norman Lutton, he's down now. Once a player is down and his opponent is upright like that, for him to go down and then deliver another blow to a player down, that's unnecessary roughness. They'll call that every time, guys.
So it was a no play. Thank you, Gene. First and 25 over to Tucker. And he stood up by Tranquil.
And to Gene's point, though, this has happened multiple times today where it's hard enough for the Raiders to get yards or first downs, it looks like, right? But each time they have some kind of a positive play, something happened on the back end that actually doesn't allow it to happen. So they've had too many penalties in situations with decent plays.
Here we just talked about how the Raiders had won here on Christmas 2 years ago without a completion after the first quarter.
Not going to happen today.
Now they just got their first completion since the first quarter. Now a second one. Again, they will dink and dunk over to Tucker. And it's going to be third down. It's going to be third and long.
Doesn't look like it. I am impressed with Tucker. He's gotten stronger. You see his just ability to evolve his game. But they haven't been able to utilize that today.
He had a touchdown catch here last year in this building from Aiden O'Connell for 58 yards. It gave him the lead late in the fourth quarter, only to see the Chiefs win at 19-17. 3rd and 16 to Ginty. Slips through a tackle. And quite fought through Jamari Connor to get within a couple.
I'd go for it. I know they probably won't, but I would.
No, you got to go for it. Because no matter where you put the Chiefs on the field, they're producing points. And
it's still a 4-score game. Still a 4-score game. I like it. Instead of trying to lose by, hey, if I put this, I might lose by less. It's like, no, I'm still trying to win the game right now.
Fourth and 4. Smith's pass incomplete.
You did not get the first down. Yes.
Chris Jones again.
We'll be back in 30 seconds after this. Great day of work for Mahomes with 286 yards on 26 of 35 and 3 touchdowns, no picks.
It's the third quarter.
Third quarter.
60 seconds to go, but has not seen that in a while.
And the quarter will end with a run by Rashard Smith.
That'll take us to the end of quarter number 3.
Ryan Galvin right by his side, and famed director Mike Arnold. Here we go at the fourth with Minshew handing it off to Pacheco for 2 or 3. Minshew, as I mentioned, that one trick play that brought him in the second quarter. He was the Raiders quarterback last year. Selected back in 2019, 6th round out of Jacksonville. He got a chance to play there. He did some magical things, they were calling it back then, but he's been through 5 teams in 7 career seasons.
Yeah,
6 starts.
Yeah, it's next moments, and honestly, you do need to have a guy like this. We saw what's going on with Mac Jones, right, in San Francisco. It's like you don't want your season just to end because your quarterback's done. Now, Mahomes goes down, changes everything. He's a maker of difference makers, but it's a smart job by the organization.
False start.
False
Offense,
start.
Number 10. Your penalty. So third down.
Isaiah put Axel jumped too early.
Did the role well here, including Chad Henne. Blaine Gabbert and Carson Wentz.
That position just controls so much of so many people's literally lives. I mean, so many coaches get fired when somebody gets hurt, and all of a sudden the entire coaching staff is let go, right? So what's the offseason acquisition that can change that?
Game clock to 14 minutes and 19 seconds.
We just had a look at Mahomes on the sideline. This could be the 93rd win as a quarterback-coach combo with Mahomes and Reed, and it's going to set now the all-time Kansas City record for a coach-quarterback combo that came in tied with a pair of legends, with Hank Stram and Lynn Dawson. They're Hall of Famers. That is very good. We just went one ahead of them with this one today. It's going to be the 93rd. Anyway, what they did, what Stram and Dawson did, taking the first AFL team to the Super Bowl in January of 1967, then winning the Super Bowl for Hank's widow. Hank's been gone for a number of years now, but his widow Phyllis lives down in Louisiana, and we just want to send along best wishes to the great lady. I had such an honor to be by Hank's side, working games for 3 years on CBS. 35 years ago. Boy, it sounds crazy, but
I was going to ask if you
love the guy. Just love him.
You do love him.
Yeah.
You've talked so highly of him, and send our best wishes. Running an incredible run they've had here.
Phil's going to live under the love at least, so I know she's watching and thinking of her. Here's the kick.
Particularly with Lynn Dawson and Hank Stram.
Yeah.
By G Network, there's only one best. The Home Depot. How doers get more done.
13 to go in this one. As the Raiders have had only 70 yards of offense and still at 2 first downs, and we're in the fourth quarter. Pass. That hit the ground, or is that caught? Looks like it's catch on the field. Tucker able to reach down and grab it. Good job by Trey Tucker. Got 5 catches. He's got 31 yards of offense. They're 82 now.
Yeah, he's over a third of their offense, Jim. They need to keep getting him the ball, but they just need to play faster and get some rhythm going.
To go to Genty. That little cutback. There's another wave of Chief defenders waiting for him as we'll check the next marker that is dropped. Just kind of a little reminder from
Holding. Offense.
Yes!
55.
Alex Kappa.
Ethan Cooperson, an extraordinary statistician.
Oh, you're not taking this away.
426 regular season games as a head coach entering today. Andy Reid has never had a
Hold
regular
on.
season
What's
shutout.
No way. With Jim Johnson,
Imagine that. Yeah, he won in the playoffs. Won in the playoffs. But that was in a wild card game against Houston. Chiefs over Houston 30-0 in 2015, but never had a shutout in the regular season.
that could be why they're playing so hard right now. Come on, I need you.
Eric Smith down the field and incomplete. Intended for Thornton.
This was the wrong spot to throw the ball. Usually when you got 3 guys in red right around the ball, you shouldn't be throwing it there. Just a smash concept. Corner with a hitch, throw the guy underneath, push is wide open. Look deep, throw the hitch route, stop route.
Second and 20. And nothing there.
That's a screenplay to the tight end. Jester sniffs it out right away.
What's the closest you can come to a shutout?
A minute was right there. He sniffed it out. The closest you can come would be 1 point.
They'd score a point. Can't have 1 point. Andy's first game as a head coach. Thank you. Safety. First game as a Kansas City head coach in 2013. They beat Jacksonville 28-2.
Was he upset with the quarterback that day? The safety.
You ruined it for me.
You know the defense did pitch a shutout that day.
3rd and 20. They're in on him. Somehow he got the pass away. Incomplete.
Good football on.
The number continues for the Raiders.
That was Dana. It was all over Gino.
But you see the pressure comes from the right side. They haven't had to do it much today. But you said it. Dana's right there. Jen does a good job getting the ball out, but it's too late. It's just one of those games that feels like the Raiders are ready to say, let's go ahead and just run out the last 11 minutes. This would be tough watching, for this team on Monday when they go back and watch this tape.
Well, they had another ugly loss on the road this year. That was to Indianapolis, 40-6. There's a run back. Remigio. All-new music competition series, The Road, is tonight on CBS Sunday. So Minshew being able to take it the final 15 minutes and change, hands it off to Smith. And a couple of little wiggles to get 5 or 6 out of that. Let's go down to Trace.
Tim, you guys were talking about the importance of the Chiefs staying healthy down the road. This offensive line, a little thin right now, already without left tackle Josh Simmons for personal reasons, and right guard Trey Smith out with a back injury, and now right tackle Juwan Taylor is questionable with a right shoulder injury. One other note, rookie defensive tackle Omar Norman-Lott, he is out with a knee injury.
Yeah, that did not look good. I'm glad you mentioned Josh Simmons, by the way. He's out for the second straight week for personal reasons. All we know is he's been out in California, and send along our best wishes to Josh and his family. Whatever that is, it's been kept private, and we respect that. Okay, no gain on that one. The Chiefs trying to win another division this year. They've won 9 straight AFC West titles, and the Raiders haven't won the AFC West since 2002. In fact, since they last won the division, their win percentage is 31st in the league, just fractions ahead of the Cleveland Browns. Worst win percentage since 2003.
Do you know who 32 is?
That is Cleveland.
Oh,
Cleveland, and then
so 31 goes to 32. I'm doing the math now. I'm starting to get it. It's connecting the dots.
Got the first down. Yes.
I think that's part of the reason they started to, make this change, repeat it, start to build this, the culture here, the identity. It's going to take time. They did have a lot of draft picks, so they have a lot of young players. We'll see how this develops. We know Pete Carroll has built plenty of things before, but I wouldn't base it all on this season or this game. But he's going to be frustrated, and this coaching staff will, when they watch this tape, and just never look competitive in any capacity to look like this was a chance where they could actually make this a game.
1st and 10, that's Smith. These two coaches, by the way, today's the second oldest matchup ever between two head coaches. They go back to the first meeting in 1999. That was last century. Andy was at Philly. Pete was in New England at that time. Second oldest head coach matchup. Second only to Belichick and Crennel. Tommy Spencer, editorial consultant, called this the Medicare matchup today. Tommy. Coaches appreciated that a whole lot.
You know what's funny, though, is Coach Reed goes, I'm the young puppy.
I'm the top of this.
In this matchup,
he was well aware of this being second all time.
It'll be the only matchup he has all year where he's the young puppy.
Well, he's playing again.
That's true. Well, next year, they might break the record.
I mean,
No, they're winners. They've been everywhere. It's going to take time here with the Raiders. It's just sometimes you don't get things going in the right direction as fast as you want, and the injuries have really hurt the Raiders. It really has.
think about Pete with the 1 Super Bowl title up in Seattle, plus 2 national titles at USC, and Andy Reid with 3 Super Bowl titles. That's 6 championships between the two of them total. And out to the 50-yard line on what was a 3rd and 11. And Ariza, had he not had the duty of holding the football, he could have shown up at halftime today. It wasn't called on until 4th quarter. Going to have time to warm up, get a little lunch, put the uniform on, and finally be called on the punt.
A little spot treatment, maybe.
Spot treatment, whatever you needed. Whatever you need, you're the punter.
Now you got to stretch and get warmed up. Now we need you. And he showed up on the last punt. Let's see if he can do it again. Well played, Mr. Nance. That's what you're looking for as Chiefs fans. Like, we get all these guys healthy. This is like literally what you hope to see, though, right? If they came out and struggled today with everyone healthy, it'd have been like, oh, was it that big to get him back? It is.
There was some pressure. He got knocked down, and he did not throw a flag. Fair catch called by Bachman at the 14. From Cleveland during the preseason, and he put us to snap.
Fumble. Yes, the Chiefs got it.
Jerry Tillery falls on the football.
It just got worse. Obviously, the exchange right there is one of those really just under the radar things in football where it's like you don't take snaps for this guy every day. He's always with the first team reps, always with the starting quarterback, and then you come in and it's like, oh, I got a few of them. It's just a little different. Well, your shutout is what Andy Reid and Spagnuolo are still fighting for the first time in his career. Still a chance. As a Raider fan, I don't want that. As a Chiefs fan, I do.
And here's Minshew handing the football off to Smith, who's getting a lot of carries here in the late going.
He's going to continue to get more carries as the season goes on.
I can see that too.
You see it, right?
Yeah.
Now, the difference is this competition, it breeds the success in this group because you see.
And we got injury timeouts.
Oh, and he stepped on right there by his teammate Wilson.
And he's been doing a good job. And talked about he's got obviously Troy in the family, but hope he's okay because they need him. They played a lot of 2-shell in the past against this Chiefs team, which means these 2 guys back here are always going to be back protecting the shell on the defense. Boom, boom. Today, that didn't work as well.
You got a 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line. They're perfect in the red zone today. And Smith. No gain. By the way, take a look at upcoming schedules here. I'm talking about Kansas City and Andy Reid. You've got Washington coming here next week. That'll be a good one. And then we'll have that matchup that's become maybe the best rivalry game in the league, with Buffalo hosting the Chiefs. Then they'll have their bye, and then Tony will be with them again with a game at Denver. A doubleheader game on November 16th.
I mean, this is murderer's row coming up, you'd say, for anybody, but it's also for the other teams down. The Chiefs are coming in because every one of those teams is good.
On 3rd down, they're going to stay on the ground. And Smith takes it to about the 5.
Okay.